please. Hold, 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 please.
Hello. Welcome to Brown Girl Bella Sunday Sips. I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss Brown Girl Bella herself. And I want to welcome you in. Take a seat, relax, get your favorite beverage. I am drinking high quality H2O. Hold, please. Me. Okay. Babes, do I have a fun show for you today? We are going to be trying on some new things, some old things, some things I haven't picked up in a while, and I just want to give it a little zhuzh. And also, you need to stick around to the very, very end because I have something very, very special to share with you all. I've been working in the lab. I've been doing a little something, and I want you all to see it. So hopefully you like it. I hope. But welcome, babes, to the channel. I see you. Hey, Noelle. Hey, Kat. Hey, my cloud cuties up in the sky. Hello, cloud cuties up in the sky. Thank you all for coming. Don't forget to thumbs this up and share it out to your friends, to your foes, to all you know and let them know. Brown Girl Bella is a place to be for Sunday sips, honey. We're going to sip on this. So today, I was doing a little sleuthing because, you know, I'm nosy. And what do you think it is? Is this what I think it is? Is it what you think it is? I don't know. Maybe not. But let me tell you about my sleuthing I was doing. So I'm nosy. Let's just keep it a buck. I'm nosy. And I've been snooping around on some of these beauty channels. And I came across a story that I was actually going to do myself as a separate story, but I figured since we've already started talking about it, why not just, do it today when we're on Sunday Sips. And if you want me to elaborate on it, then I can always do a subsequent video where I elaborate on it. But she was talking about a story that I was going to talk about today as well. And it is a story about Miss Charlotte Tilbury, darling, apparently getting her UK britchers all in a knot because an influencer did a side-by-side comparison of her long-lasting spray, which, hey, I use it. I even use it when I'm traveling. I even use it when I did makeup for other people. So it's a staple here versus Huda Beauty's new product that came out that I haven't tried yet. I don't know, how it is. And basically, Huda's won out over Charlotte's. So she got her, thing all in a bunch because she was like, how dare they, do this kind of a comparison? And apparently Huda liked it and shared it on her platform, which pissed Charlotte off even more. Like, you have to laugh. You have to laugh about all of this because I was like, wait a minute. First of all, why are you getting mad at them for liking a story that puts them in a favorable light? Speaking of light, hold please. Let me go and put on my lights because I feel like I am dulled with the lights that I have on thus far. I feel like I need a little bit more light because the natural light right now is not doing it for me. Not doing it for me. Okay, I'm back. Okay, yeah, that's much better. So I'm just like, if it were the other way around, you would have shared it on yours. Kat says, I think Huda really messed up by sharing it on her platform. Here, let me show my comments on stage so you guys can see it as well. The original influencer didn't say she got PR from Huda and had it for quite some time, including the setting spray. And Huda didn't say anything either. Yeah, I know that kind of became part of it too, because she did get it in PR. But does that necessarily mean that she liked it over Charlotte's because she got it in PR and maybe didn't get the Charlotte Tilbury in PR? Or is it just a better product? Now, anybody who's been on here for any length of time, you already know I am not the flag holder for Huda Beauty. I'm not. And that's, my own little thing I have about that. But I will say this. Oh, let me put on some, before I start doing my brows, I forgot I need to put on some of my sunscreen. I always use sunscreen, but I feel like because it's been so gray cast here, it's been rainy and cold and miserable, that I haven't been using my sunscreen. But as I tell you all, you have to use it even when there's no sun out. You have to use it. The influencer has other videos complaining about not getting PR from Charlotte Tilbury and apparently had been blown up by Charlotte Tilbury customer support to get Charlotte Tilbury's. Okay, so she really had it in for Charlotte Tilbury and that's why she did it. All right, well, I didn't know that part of the story, so that makes it even funnier to me because then why are you getting your panties in a bunch? Clearly, you know the deal. You ain't sent her nothing, and so she ain't giving you nothing. Point blank in the period. She ain't gonna give you no credit. She ain't gonna say your spray is better than Huda's when Huda's, paying her bills. You know what it is. So just, take the L, move on. Move on. Move on, my girl, move on. A lot of other fish in the sea. But I still find this thing hilarious because the things these creators get themselves like all riled up about is just comedy to me. Like in the grand scheme of things, you know, there are so many people, myself included, who love your spray. That doesn't mean that if another spray comes along, we're not going to say, ooh, I love this spray too. I mean, you can't fault that. You can't be, the only fish in the sea, And I hear Patrick Ta is coming out with something too. I'm like, okay, well, we'll see what you got, Patrick. But right now for me, what's in heavy rotation as far as setting sprays, the Fenty Beauty is in heavy rotation with me. I still wear Charlotte, but not as often. I usually use it more or less when I am going somewhere where I'm going to be out for a long period of time. And it's somewhere where, I really want my makeup to last a good long time. I will use it then. And then there are other stuff that I use, like when the weather gets really, really hot, that I love. So, I rotate my sprays as well. So does that mean I don't love Charlotte Tilbury because I use other people's stuff? No, just means that I want to rotate my stash. And you should. But if it is driven off of who's giving you PR and who's not, it's not that deep for me. I get PR, and believe me, I'm grateful for every piece of PR that I ever get. But the minute I let that dictate to me whether or not I use a product or whether or not I big up a product, believe me, I'll be the first one to hang up my makeup brush, because that's not what it's about. It's about what really will work for the majority of people, so much so that you use your platform to big them up. That's it. And that will always be it for me. And the minute that it stops being about that and starts being about something else is the minute I say, no mas, no more. So that's me. And, I guess not everybody subscribes to that, and whatever floats your boat, whatever you want to do. But while I'm on this platform, that will be how I handle and conduct myself. It'll be based on what I think will work for the masses, and not what personally is filling my coffers, because then you start to be disingenuous. And I never want to be disingenuous. I always want to keep it a buck. Kat says, apparently Huda had known that this girl was after CT PR for a while. So I think Huda screwed up by not saying that they sent this girl PR and covering themselves. Yeah. Yep. I believe that too. I agree. Kat says, I still think Charlotte Tilbury overreacted, but Huda was dumb for reposting a review and not covering themselves legally. Yeah, she opened herself up for that. But hey, more fuel for Prada for us. More fuel for Prada for us. Okay. Also, what I neglected to mention, and believe me, I'm going to say neglected to mention with, tongue in cheek on this, because I could have mentioned it. I just really didn't think a lot of people cared. I still don't think a lot of people cared. And I think that a lot of people kind of made up their opinions on how they feel about this brand, good or bad or indifferent, on their own. So I didn't feel the need to bring it up. But since we're talking about, beauty gossip, wanted to share this other item with you all. And again, this is old tea for some, but new tea for others. Wayne Goss. So a few weeks ago, maybe about a month or so now, Wayne Goss came out and said that he is no longer involved with his brand. So he was working on some things that are still coming out that he worked on, that he's still going to take credit for. But then other things that come out, he has nothing to do with it. So my thing is, I know he's been having money trouble, and he is he's been, battling that back and forth for a while. So I'm just You know, again, I take it with a grain of salt. I'm going to use the YSL Touche Eclat Blurring Primer. Now, this primer I haven't used in a while. Hey, Nikki, what's up, Nikki baby? And I was just like, you know, for me, you know, I feel a certain kind of way about Wayne Goss, but I was still going to bring it to all of you to let you all weigh in. But after seeing like his latest video, and I didn't even watch it yet, I just saw the thumbnail, and I was just like, listen, we know, we in the beauty community collectively, we kind of know what the deal is. And I think Kat put it in there already. So I'll get to her comment in just 1 second. But I think we kind of all know what's going on. And after like that whole thing when influencer Mel Thompson like passed away, and she was very, very good friends with Wayne Goss. And I think the last thing she posted was a Wayne Goss review of some sort. And I have some Wayne Goss products that some I got gifted to me, some I bought myself. But, you know, like I said, I feel a certain kind of way about him, kind of the way I feel about Huda Beauty. So I'm just like, for me, it's a meh. But for some other people, you know, they like him or whatever. And I was going to do the story and try not to slant it in my own way. But I'm just like, you know, there's some people, as my grandmother said, that you treat with a long-handed spoon. He's one of those that I would say I would treat with a long-handed spoon, because I never quite know like what the real deal is with him. But he's always, you know, on here, you know, using his platform to talk about something or other. And so for me, I was just like, I'm just not gonna report on it. I'm just not feeling it. I'm gonna just tie up my hair, because otherwise I will be picking at it all day. And it's gonna be washed again. I'm gonna use, actually, oh please, let me see if I have it in here, because I got some kind of like PR, but I got this in the mail with a bunch of other stuff, and I wanted to try it because I think it may be good now that I have decided I'm not dyeing my hair. Did I tell y'all that? I decided I'm not going to dye it anymore. Usually by now I would have dyed it all black, but I decided, why? Because in 2 weeks, guess what? The silver will pop right back up. So I'm not even going to bother. Oh, darn. Maybe I put it in the bathroom already. But it's a purple shampoo and a purple deep conditioner. And then I was going to follow up with this Verb purple mask that is a hair mask that's supposed to brighten, hydrate, and soften while toning down any yellow hues in your hair. And it is perfect for gray and silver hair tones, as well as any natural blondes. So I'm going to use this as my deep conditioner hair mask, and then I'm going to use the purple shampoo and the purple conditioner, which I think I put in my bathroom already. So thank you, Kat, for watching those as info. Okay, so let me get back to Kat's comment, because I really wanted to share that with you guys as well. So Kat says he was booted from his brand for mishandling funds and for constantly doing bad business practices. That is entirely on him. Agreed. And I think at one point he had blamed like his former partner on it. And I'm like, well, feel like I got a piece of hair in my mouth. And I felt like, wow, that's kind of like throwing him under the bus, because apparently, you know, the partner doesn't have a platform, and, you know, they can't speak out for themselves. So it's really you telling us about it. And I hate like one-sided conversations where you're kind of being the voice good or bad of everything instead of giving an opportunity for other people to rebut what you're saying about them. Not gonna lie, I expected Patrick Ta to be kicked out of his own brand before Wayne Goss for the same reasons, but I guess Wayne just effed up that much more somehow. Yeah. I know, not gonna lie. Yeah. No problem. You didn't miss anything. I just read your comment. So, okay. So another thing that I'm going to talk about is I got the Rephr brushes. So for those that don't know, I am a completionist. So once I start with a brand, I like to, make sure I have everything of the brand if I really like it. And one of the ones that eluded me was these LC brushes. Now, these are totally synthetic brushes that Rephr made, and there are 3 brushes. I have all 3. And then I got the Shoto series, which I didn't have before, and there were 2 in those. And then I got a free brush that I actually have already because, again, I'm a completionist. So I already have that brush. So I'm actually putting that in a GRWM for you all later. So know that that's coming. But when I got these brushes, again, not gonna lie, but I thought the handles were much larger than they are. Not that they're bad, but when I was unboxing them, I was like, these look very short. Like, I don't know if I've been just solely using the Pro brushes from Rephr, which are the longer handled brushes, or, I'm just used to having a larger bristled brush. But I really thought these were much bigger than they were in actuality. But again, not bad, but I just thought that, all right, these just look short. But they do a fantastic job of covering your face. And, I'm trying to really keep the face light with foundation. So I'm really just swiping it enough so that it covers the brush a little bit. And then I'm just swiping it all over the face. So I'm trying to keep it really, really light. He's tired. He's trying it. We denying it. Grow the F up. Listen, I am with you all the way on that, cat. I really feel like at this point, it's more like whining and complaining instead of doing something about it and being intentional about your actions. I'm going to put a little bit of my Ciroc Beauty on. Again, I'm just going to put it on the brush, trying to 2, 3, just 3 little dots. Again, because I don't want to oversaturate the face, but I did want to, just add a little bit more coverage than the Christian Dior. Just a little bit more. So yes, I felt like I'm not hearing you. You need more people, Wayne. I can't. I don't have sympathy for you. I think that, you are complaining about something that was fully in your control. Like, the brand is in your name. So if people are not doing what you want them to do, why not do something about it? Like, why whine to us? What can we do, Joe and Jane Public? Nothing. So I'm just like, it's in your name. You take care of it. You handle your business. And I feel like that was not done. So who's to blame in that? I blame you. Sorry, I blame you. So that's on you. Leave me out of the group chat. You know who else I want to leave out the group chat? now jumping into celebrity stuff. I want to be out of the Remy Ma and Papoose group chat because, like a lot of my contemporaries, I fell into the whole Black love thing and them being a united front, like them against the world kind of thing. I loved it. I loved it. And, you know, I'm all for a good PR swing like everybody else. But I feel like now with this whole, you know, his side says this and now she's saying that. So now he's going to come back with receipts and now she's going to come back. Like, it's just getting messy and nasty. And remember, you still have a young, impressionable little girl that will one day read all this stuff. So I'm mad at both of them because while they are doing this bickering, she's the one that suffers. She's the one that's got to see, oh, my mother wasn't here for Christmas. She spent time with her boyfriend instead of being with me. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. All of this is just nasty fodder and beneath the both of them. Beneath the both of them. Kat says his whining is giving him sympathy and support. Like, congrats on being a screw up now. Let me fight for you, I guess. Yeah, like I'm not fighting for you. I'm not. You are rich. You've gotten rich off of the backs of the very same people that supported you and supported your brand and bought a lot of your products. And now, you know, that you're not associated with it, you're going to tell us, oh, don't get the brand anymore because I'm not associated with it. Well, maybe, you know, if you wasn't a complete F up, you would be a part of your brand. Ever thought about that part? Because I doubt very seriously that if you were handling your business like you're supposed to be and doing what you're supposed to be doing, that you would not be a part of it. So there's that, pumpkin. So I'm like, why are you telling everybody and their grandma stop being involved with the brand? Maybe you should have had a better control over the people who you hired to be in charge of your brand. You hired these people. Not me, not you, Wayne. So if they're doing something unscrupulous and, you know, not what you had intended for the brand, you should be the first one talking about, oh no, this is not going to be happening under my watch, and nip it in the bud. Listen, let me get myself a big brand, right? browngirlbella. Let me start doing some brushes and some makeup under browngirlbella, which I worked hard for, my blood, my sweat, my tears to be an LLC. I'll be doggone if I let somebody take my brand and do something else with it that I did not want to have happen. You kidding me? That's some bull right there. That will never happen under my watch. Never. Never. So you wasn't watching the ship, and now the ship has sailed. And this is why I get on my high horse earlier in the comment section. Exactly. I'm going to say this about the Remy Ma situation. Good message. I think people need it still today, but either of you can't shut the F up and keep this private. Get out. Stop the pandering. Exactly. Because like at this point, I don't care who did what to who. I really don't. Get the divorce and move on. Leave us out this group chat because it's nasty, it's messy, and in the end, you're only hurting yourselves and your own personal brands. He get on there, he's like 90% of the raps that came out of her mouth, I wrote. We all knew that. We did not need you to confirm that. We didn't. Keep being silent like you've been doing. Okay? Keep being silent like you've been doing. Keep having, your rogue name listed on the credits so that you still continue to get your checks, boo. That's all. Like you've been doing. Like you've been doing. That part. Okay? That part. Hey, Sissy, Elevate with Burns in here. Yes, 54 months. Yay, that's my booski. Thank you so much. Yes, long time, sweetie. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate your support always. Thank you. Don't forget to stick around for the end. Yeah, happy. Oh, we got some money in the chat. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hold, please.
Hold please.
We got money, honey.
Hold please.
We got some money, honey, from Elevate with Burns. Thank you, boo. I love it. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you, Burns. Listen, we go back like 8-track. We go back like the 8-track. Okay? Yes. Fighting for their brand. Listen. And if you were doing the right thing, you wouldn't have to fight. You wouldn't have to be doing all this. So just get the divorce. Let you go on with that boxer. And let her not come out her mouth no more. That's one thing I do not like. If you're going to be the ex girlfriend, the new girlfriend of the ex and all that, don't get yourself involved in their shenanigans. Okay? Especially if you have your own brand. Keep your brand out of the fray, out of the nonsense, out of the back and forth. But no, you want to show that you riding for your dude and doing all this extra, but you don't know the whole story. You only know what he told you about the story. You don't know the whole story. You don't know the whole story. Nobody knows the whole story except these two who've been in a relationship as long as they have been in a relationship. So why are you caping for this dude and, trying to say all this stuff about Remy? Shh, I keep your mouth closed if I was you. I keep your mouth closed. You know why? Because you don't know the whole story. And while he's telling you one thing, the truth could be a whole other issue. The truth could be a whole other thing. So we're going to put some blush on. And don't worry, because I actually did a good thing this time. And I actually put all the products in the description box before time. Not me go ahead and putting my stuff in the description box beforehand and not afterwards. Yes, that was me. That was me. So you have all of it. You have all of it in there. So, and coming from, a child of divorced parents, that's one thing I will say, at least on my father's part, he never disparaged my mother. Never. To his dying day, he never said a bad word about my mother. Never called her out her name. Never, said, some of the things that she had did to him or whatever. Never. Not one time ever. But Shirley, on the other hand, oh, she had lots to say. She had lots to say. And so when I stopped falling into that and stopped believing every single thing that was going on that she said, then she was like, oh, you only care, about your father. You don't care about me and what I had to go through. No, it's not that. It's just that I don't choose to be in this group chat. I don't choose to be in these group chat with you just going off on my dad, saying all of these different things when he said nothing about you. Not one thing. Okay. And I done told you, my father was crazy, but my mom is certifiable. We're going to put some bronzer on. And I'm not just telling you that to be facetious and cute. Show you bronzer. I'm saying that for real. She crazy. She crazy. All right. All that to say, she crazy. So I didn't need it. I didn't need that negativity. Yes, honey, we go back like the 8-track, baby. And shout out to my dad for actually showing me what an 8-track was I can refer. Shout out to him for having them 8 tracks. Because when I moved him from the Bronx back to Brooklyn, he had like all of these 8 tracks. And I was like, what is this? I was like, you know, me, narcissistic me. I was like, are these pictures of me? Are these like videos of me? And he's like, no, this is music. And so I was a little tight because I was like, nope, video of me? No pictures of me? Like, how is that possible? You know, how is that? How is that? How is that a thing that you don't have like a bunch of stuff about me? I'm gonna tell you, to this day, I have only a handful of pictures of me when I was a child. For some strange, unknown reason, to be an only child, I don't have a whole lot of pictures of myself. I don't know why that is, but I don't have a lot of pictures. So I was always like searching for pictures. My aunt had a couple, so I have, you know, a couple from her. And like, I feel like I have to go around to each aunt and be like, all right, what you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? To get like a full picture. And the ones that my grandmother had, unfortunately, got messed up in one of my homes when I first moved here to Connecticut. My basement had black mold, and so a lot of it got destroyed in the black mold. So the ones that I did have from my grandmother, I don't have anymore because of that. I had to throw them out. Putting some mascara, Lord, listen to me. I'm all discombobulated today. Putting some eyeshadow primer on from our friends at Colored Rain. Shout out to them. May they rest in beauty peace. Miss them a lot. And their uncanny ability to like nail certain products. Like, there's certain products that they will forever be known for. And one of them is this eye primer, because man, oh man, if you suffer from discoloration, or if you always have your eye makeup kind of like run out on you before the end of the night, this is going to be your godsend. And the last time I raved about a product so much that was similar to this was the Urban Decay. Remember Urban Decay? Eden, oh my God, used to be my go-to. I think I used it so much that I ended up getting like an allergic reaction from it. I remember I had put it on my eyes, and I don't know if it was like a bad batch or something, but I started getting the 𝕊𝕦𝕡𝕒, those little bumps all on my eyelid. And you know me, I take my skin very seriously. It's a serious matter when it comes to my skin. I don't play. So when that started popping up, I was like, ooh, time to get rid of it. Time to get rid of it. And I had just gotten it too. So I don't know if it was like an old batch or what, but I never picked up any more Urban Decay Eden again after that. That was it. Kat says, every kid deserves to be able to see their parents in a respectable light unless they really cross the lines. That shouldn't be for the other parent to decide that the kid know all the dirty laundry. Yeah, like, leave me out of the group text. Leave me out. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Girl, that part. Listen, I'm like, can y'all stop, please? Can y'all just stop? Because let me just keep it a buck with y'all. Nobody cares about either one of y'all at this point. I'm just keep it a buck with you. Nobody cares about either one of you, Pat or Remy. Make some music. You want to talk about your ish? Make some music. Make some music. Otherwise, shut up. have a Coke and a smile, and shut up. I'm going to put some powder underneath these eyes. Using my Wayne Goss. After I just talked about him. Listen, his artistry, though, very good. I'm not going to front. I loved his brushes. I didn't have all of them, but I definitely got the calligraphy set because I love like odd shapes. And these brushes were just so immaculately done, in my opinion. So beautiful. And I love a good like blue squirrel or gray squirrel brushes. Oh, so beautiful. So, so beautiful. They just make powdered products look seamless on your face. Also, Remy didn't need him to be a good rapper. She can write her own bars. Just because you two bonded over writing together doesn't mean it's any less her art. So Remy, get on the mic if you have something to say. Exactly. The proof is in the writing. The proof is in the raps. Like, give me something on the wax, okay? Y'all want to do all this back and forth, blah, 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 blah. And let me tell you something. Remy's a good rapper, but Papoose, he from Brooklyn, okay? So I'm always going to rep Pat. But Papoose is a beast. Papoose used to be able to rhyme like off the dome. Like he'd think about a subject and he would just riff off of it. And other than like a handful of other rappers like Jay-Z can do something like that, a few others can be able to like quickly turn it on and let their talent shine like that. He was one of the baddest mofos there was. So if he gets on and does something, I'm there. I'm there. I'm so there. But until I see it, the proof on the wax, I don't care. I don't care about either one of y'all. I don't. Get on the mic. All right. So for the eye look today, I thought I would bring back out the Natasha Denona Bloom palette so we can play a little bit in here. But you know me, I love a good matchup. So I thought I would mash it up with my Yves Saint Laurent. This is the Valentine's edition. And I would play in these a little bit because when I thought about this shade and this palette, I thought about, for this one, I don't know what this name is because they don't put the names on it, but this is like a beautiful like topper shade that has like this beautiful dual chrome to it. I'm trying to build it up so you can see it a little bit more. It's definitely a topper shade, but it like sprinkles and deflects the light so beautifully. And then putting that underneath Equinox, which is a little bit more pigmented, but also has that brilliant like light reflecting particles. So gorgeous. So I was thinking I would match it up with these two together, and then I would like do all over the lid with this shade, and then maybe go into this shade in the crease, and then using this side of the palette, go into darkening up the outer V with this, and then putting this on first, Equinox, and then putting this one on top. So I think that's what we're gonna say. I don't know if his rep is standing as good as a rapper anymore, but both of you get on my, yeah, no, as far as I know, excuse me, I had dropped something. You know me, I'm always dropping ish like a pigeon. As far as I know, he's still kind of respected out there for his artistry. Yes, I did, but it's in my, that's the other story time I had to share with you all. So, but let me finish up with this thought first, and then I'll give you the other story time. So I think his reputation is still good out there. Like, he's known for being a stand-up dude. He's known for holding Remy down. I think no one can take that from him because he did. He held her down. And I think that he's still known and respected out there for being a good rapper. So I still think that, he's still respected out there in the game for what he's done. Let's see. Also, now that you have Bloom, do you see what I meant by saying you have to play with it on the eyes because it's a yes, I definitely see what you're talking about. Okay, so this is not my first time to the Natasha Denona rodeo. As you know, I have lots of her palettes. I'm a completionist, so every MIDI palette, I think I have every single one of them. But Natasha always plays with her formulas. I don't know why. I don't know why she always wants to play with them, because my thing is, if you've got something good like this that's not broken, why tamper with it? But she loves tinkering with her products. This one took me the longest to kind of get because I didn't understand, because they're so powdery and because you have to build them up just a bit more than you've ever had to do with Natasha Denona shades before. I just did not understand that. And the same with this one, which is why I kind of wanted to put them both together. With this YSL one, you really have to get in there and build it up. And even as I'm taking these softer bristle brushes and using them, I think for me, this type of brush is perfect for these types of formulas because it picks up a nice amount and it helps you kind of lay out how you want the look to be. So I just covered all the eye up through the brow bone with this color. And even as I am moving the brush back and forth, as you can see, the crease is building up, and that shade is getting deeper in the crease. So icing is in your cart. Ah! Yeah, I like this. I like this quad. I like all of them. Overbrun is still my favorite, and that's back. So if you did not get number, I think it's 710 Overbrun, I will share my link. It is affiliated, so thank you in advance if you do purchase it, because it will definitely help the channel, and it needs all the help it can get. Trust me. We are working hard out here with that. But yeah, I can see if you are a little deeper complexion than how this might be a little tricky, because you really have to, one, get the right brush for it. And I feel like besides a synthetic brush, the best brush for these types of formulas is something that is a little bit more lighter. So the squirrel hair brushes, I think even the fox hair would be good. Any longer hair brushes. I've used a Sakahoto Gold on this as well. It works, but I feel like these work even better than that. He's been seen as a good man, person, manager, and father. Not sure about rapper. It's debatable. A lot of people, my contemporaries, still revere him for his rhyming abilities and rhyming skills. Granted, he hasn't been on the mic and hasn't rapped in a while, but he still got skills now. I ain't gonna front. Had to pause for the cause. I am so into my water now. I don't know what it is, but dapping into our Charlotte and our Natasha. See, I'm talking about Charlotte so much, I'm thinking I'm using a Charlotte palette. What do y'all think about those new quads of hers? I haven't picked it up. The one that interests me the most, of course, is the one with the greens in it. But I'm like, I got a lot of green in palettes that I could use. And to be honest, I'm really much more intrigued by the green that's in the Victoria Beckham versus the Charlotte Tilbury one. So I'm debating. Right now, I have carts open with both of them in there. I don't know which I'm going to ultimately pull the trigger on, but I am definitely leaning more Victoria versus Charlotte Tilbury for that reason. I feel like the Charlotte quads, they're okay, but I feel like by the end of the year, they're probably going to go on sale. Icings in your cart. I just think what he did was done better and improved on by Megan Thee Stallion and Doechii. So I think he may be seen as good for old school rap now, but not one of the best in the game. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Doechii is killing it right now. She's the darling. She definitely is the rap darling right now. I don't know if I would place her in the same as Meg, because for me personally, I feel like Megan has like a one trick pony. Like she does certain types of rap, and I feel like she stays within that genre in everything, and she doesn't venture out and try anything new. Whereas, someone new like Doechii, she don't care. She'll switch up her sound. She'll do a little something else. Like I like rappers like that who will take a little bit of a calculated risk and not afraid to jump out there with something a little bit more avant-garde, make you think, Make you like, did she say what I think she just said? Like that kind of rap, I don't know. But listen, I'm an old school rap head. I love my old school. I can't wait because me and the Bay are going to an old school rap concert in a few weeks. And you know me, I got to get my look together. I'm wearing a graphic tee of like MC Light back in the day when she was on the stoop. I think this was actually an album cover art that she did. I can't wait. So I'm trying to see like what I could pair it with. Because I love pairing different things together. Charlotte quads are tired, in my opinion. I don't think I'll be purchasing her quads for a while. Yeah, me too. I feel like I'll wait to see if it goes on sale. I'll wait and see if it goes on sale because I'll get it if it's on sale. I will get it if it's on sale, but not for like GP. Nah, I'm not doing that. Nah, I'll wait. All right. Speaking of Sakahoto Goat, I'm going to go in with my Sakahoto Goat haired brush from Sonia G. And we're going to pick up that Equinox now because we're ready to do our lid work. Right? Hey, Sea Salt Waves. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, boo. Ooh. Ooh. Now, see, I love this. I really do. But I feel like I probably should have moved that floss a little bit onto the lid to capture this a little bit more brightly. But okay, I'm gonna live with it. I think it's still good. Still doing a good job on the lid. Oh, you missed us talking about the CT versus Huda scandal. Yeah, flip it on back to the beginning, Sylvia. replay it from the beginning so you can see. But who else? Who else? All right, so we're gonna talk about the rumors, right? The beauty rumors. So let's talk about the beauty rumors that's going around. So, like, I heard word on the curb is that never-ending battle between Ulta and Sephora. I hear it's going to heat up again come this fall, because I heard that there's some brands that we've been talking about even as early as today on here that may be going over to one of those two. Did anybody hear that? And I think, first of all, I think it's hilarious because they go to, like, say Sephora first, and then they're like, okay, we have Sephora. Now let's go over to Ulta. And I think they have to have at least like 6 months or a year or something before they go over to other competitors, direct competitors. But I feel like lately they haven't even been waiting that long. They've been going over, like Sol de Janeiro. Well, no, I can't use that as an example because they've been on Sephora for a while before they moved over to Ulta. But I love it. I love it. I love that they're now getting the same kind of perks that Sephora has been given for a long time. Because, you know, Sephora sometimes thinks that they are the 800-pound gorilla and like they're the best in the game and nobody could top them and nobody could beat them. And for a long time, we all, you know, drank the Kool-Aid and believed that nonsense. But since Ulta has like stepped up their game and they're offering like prime real estate in store, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if you are as big as you say you are. I don't know if you are like as, you know, sought after as maybe you once were. I feel like now folks are like, we got options, son. And you're not the only option in the game. And so I love that because now it's making, you know, it's making Sephora's take notice. Like you got to stand up and be like, oh, well, now I got to do something else, you know. And I hear that they're going to be, you know, trying to do a lot more with their like loyalty program, which is about time. About time. Oh yeah, we're more than halfway in. You can drop anybody's links, or you know, if you want your link drop, all you have to do is !BGB and drop it like it's hot. All right, so now we're putting the YSL, and I'm gonna start first in that inner corner because who doesn't like that inner corner to like sparkle and twinkle, right? The !BGB didn't work. Try it now. Try it now and see. Because sometimes it takes what's his name? Nightbot a little minute before he does what he's supposed to do. He don't really like to clock in on time and do what he need to do. You know, he's more like a, you know, you should be grateful I even showed up to this channel kind of dude. He's more like that. He's like a more like, you should be glad I even showed up. Okay. 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 That part. You got less than 10 people in here. I know. I know. Listen. Folks are going to do what folks do, right? I still show my, oh, maybe that's why. Because, you know, I really feel like for me, Nightbot is so spotty that I didn't even notice that they deactivated him. Because again, like I said, he show up sometimes and feels like, you know, you should be grateful for that privilege. to 3 or more mods being in the chat. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sylvia. All right, so we got to do a little something with the bottom. And so while I was putting on that YSL to give it a little bit more twinkle in some spots, I was just like patting it in. And I was thinking, what can we do for the lower lash line? We can do like an accent color in a different shade to give it a little bit more pow. Or we can go smoky. And I thought, I haven't used this by Natasha Denona in a while. This is one of her pencils, and I hope it even still works, because after a while, these pencils start to like lose their efficacy. Okay, it still works. Isn't that pretty, like purple? But it's kind of like a purpley pink. It's so pretty. Did I do anything fun this weekend? No, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing this whole weekend. And it's funny because I told you, I'm the social butterfly. I always want to do stuff. And the boo is like non-social. Like he don't want to do nothing. And so when I get in the moods that I don't want to do anything, he starts cracking up at me because he's like, oh, so you see the value in like doing nothing, just laying. Just laying out and not doing nothing. And I gotta admit, this weekend, I kind of enjoyed it. Don't tell him no, because then he's gonna think we should do this all the time. And no. So wait, so Sun D influenced you from YSL Quad, but Shannon makes me want it. Girl, get it. Who you gonna believe? Stick with your Virgo sister. No, I really do love it. I really do love it. I love this color, but like I said, it's more of a topper. It's definitely not like one you could just put on and not have anything underneath, because it will go too fast. But if you put like this underneath, or even this one underneath, it's so pretty. This one is perfect for like that all over shade. So pretty. And I love pairing like these two mattes together. So pretty. So yeah, if you get a chance to grab it, I would grab it. I would. And like I said, Overbrun is back. And I know that's like the more popular one. And it is. It's popular for a reason. It's very good. Hey, Coco. Hey, girly girl, what's up? It's definitely one that I would definitely have in my collection. And actually, I want to do a video on that. Maybe this week I'll do it, because I wanted to pair it with Tom Ford, because for me, and this is just, Shannon speaking, Brown Girl Bella speaking, I feel like YSL is like the new and improved version of what Tom Ford should be doing with his quads. Like the elevation and the quality and the pigmentation and just the artistry that's there in the YSL quads. I feel like this is what Tom Ford should have been doing all along. Like he should have been elevating to that level. And I feel like, especially now that he's charging like $90 or $100 for his palettes, I really do not feel like they are worth that. I don't feel that way at all. No other quad will work on you because you're paler than Sun and shit. Yeah, it definitely will. It definitely will. The YSL quads have always had at least one shade that's patchy on me. I have mine away and kept one. Oh no, really? I haven't had any patchiness with these quads so far. None of them. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, it's been a minute, Coco, but welcome in, Pumpkin. Want to use this just for the back half. I'm going to use this color here just for that back half of the eye. You know, I can't resist a smoky moment, right? So y'all know I was going to do this. Y'all knew I was going to do this. It's not a surprise to y'all. Oh, you gave yours away? You have better luck with Tom Ford? Really? All right, so I have quite a few Tom Ford palettes. I'm going to do a side-by-side between the one, you know, that they gave us as a homage to Body Heat, but it's not as good as Body Heat. We're going to use that one because I stupidly, and I'm going to say this, you know, with all sincerity, I stupidly decluttered Body Heat. Not Body Heat. Body Heat I have. It's the one, y'all know which one it is. The brown and the tan one that came out before Body Heat. And everybody loved it, but he never brought it back. That one. I can't remember what the name of it is. Kat, you should know the name of this. You know everything. You're like an encyclopedia. What was that light version? Well, the same version, actually, of Body Heat. Now I got to bring out Body Heat. All right. Let me bring out Body Heat. Oh, please. Where's Body Heat? Here it is. And I can't remember what the name of it. No, it's not Suspicion. It was the same as Body Heat, but it was all, I think it was all mattes in that one versus Body Heat, which is like all shimmers. This is Body Heat. But he had made one a long time ago that was the same kind of like material as this one, but it was all mattes, but it was laid out similarly. No, not Lava Stone. When you say it, I'm gonna instantly know it, but I cannot remember right now. Yeah, I think it was Mink something. Is it Mink something? It might have been Mink something. You might be on it. You might be on it, Noelle. Let me see. I have another one that's also like it, matte wise. Mink Mirage. Okay, so I have Mink Mirage. But this one was, I think this one was the one that was the not dupe for it, but it was like his way of saying, you're never going to get the one that you all wanted, but this is going to be as close as you get to that one. Yes. I think it was Coco Mirage. Maybe it was Coco Mirage. And then he came out with Mink Mirage. I think that was it. That was it. Noelle, I think you hit it. Yeah. So this was the one, not Body Heat. Mink Mirage was his like, all right, shut up. I'm not bringing that back, but here's Mink Mirage. Yeah, I think it's Coco Mirage. I think it is. Because I remember clearly, I was like, when this palette came out, I was like, oh, he's trying to just tell us to shut up and accept the fact that it's never coming back. It's never coming back. And I was a bozo because I did depend, and I don't know why I depended. I think one of them broke, and I was just like, F it, I'm not gonna try. Yeah, just bring back the OG. Just bring it back. I know. Oh, it's also gone? Man, that's why I'm never getting rid of any more Tom Fords. Like, I'm gonna use it, and then when it's all said and done and I can't use it no more, I'm gonna put it downstairs where I put my limited edition and like older stuff that has gone on to glory, but I still want to kind of use it to inform what I do for like other products. Yeah, I do. I do miss the old lipstick formulation. Yeah, and I don't think I have any more of those. I don't think I have any more of those. Okay, so in digging back into the old archives, I am a little tardy, so let me speed this up. Of course, I fat fingered and scratched my YSL just now. Sometimes I really feel like I can't have nice things. I really feel that way. Like I can't have nice things because I'm always like effing it up. All right, got the makeup off of this one that I put on there from scratching it. I love this though. I love Noelle, get this so I can see how beautiful and amazing it looks on your skin. Because it's gonna pop. It's gonna pop for you. It's gonna pop for you so much more than it even pops for me. But honey, you see this? You see this? I'm in love. I'm in love. All right, I'm gonna use a little bit more of that because now I gotta see how it looks on top of that 𝕊𝕦𝕐𝕟𝕒𝕟𝕜𝕤. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's cute. That's cute. That's a cute little pop. And again, you have to like press it because it's definitely a soft shimmer. So you have to really press it onto the eyes so that it stays. Oh yeah. Love it, love it, love it, love it. If it's still inside, I hope so. I didn't see it on Dior, but I got this one from Nordstrom's, and it's the 125, number 125. Let's see. What up, BDBGP? What's going on? Tom Ford notoriously makes us fall in love with something that he takes away. Yeah, with no like warning. He'll just like poof, gone. I don't like that. I don't like that. At least, you know, Chanel gives you a warning. They tell you it's limited edition. And up until recently, I believed them. So if it was a limited edition product that I wanted, oh, I hurried up with the quickness and I got it. But those last few drops that they did when they did the rose gold, and I think they did like a mauve version with the 3 different colors. You can use it on blush, you can use it as bronzer and like a little highlight as well. That's still available. That's still out, and that was supposed to be limited edition. So, which is good because I lost mine on vacation and I need to get another one. So I'm like, oh, let me get it while it's still available because I definitely need to put that back in my rotation because I really, really love that, especially for the summer. So pretty. Yeah, I don't know why he does that. Makes us fall in love with stuff and then just like poof, leaves it on red. And then I even checked the company store too, because you know he is owned by Estee Lauder. So I checked there to see, you know, maybe they have it there, but they don't. They don't. But what they do have, and I don't know, you know, how many of y'all are fragrance hounds. I know Noelle's a fragrance hound like me. They have the Killian there. Honey, 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 honey. Killian fragrances have been killing it for me since like last year. I have been totally enamored with what they've come out with. How they manage to get perfumes that are perfectly like a masculine, heavy, heaty scent, but on women smell so dainty and feminine and sexy. I never know. I'll never ever know. But I'm so glad that he figured out how to do that because I have slipped and fallen in the world of Killian, and I love it. I love it. Another one that's been killing the game, but I haven't gotten any of their stuff yet. I just ordered one, so hopefully that comes in. But it's the world of Chris Collins. Oh my God, he's Black owned, done by a Black guy, and let me tell you something. The girlies have been raving about him. Lash Clash time. Now I know some of y'all gave Lash Clash a big pound on the head, like y'all don't like her, but you got to know how to use her. This one is the extreme volume one. And, you know, because I took that class from Mother Pat, we know how to handle our big body, wide body volume brushes. And this one is brown, which is a color I don't normally use, but you know, right about now, everybody's loving these brown mascaras. So I figured with this look, let's give it a go. So with Lash Clash, what you need to do is you need to go straight up. No wiggling, no nothing. Just drop it low and then bring it up slow. And you're going to be doing this a number of times to get it to where you want it. But no wiggling, because the wiggling will make them clump together. And you know, mine already likes to clump together like they in a gang. So I have to really use my wand to just lift it straight up. And again, use it as many times as you want to get it where you want it to be. But you definitely have to coat it from the root all the way up to get it popping. Yes, honey. That's how we gets it popping. And brown is such a popular color now. Like everybody's doing the brown mascara. I was never like really big on the train, but I got this for free with my purchase of something a while back. So I was like, okay, let me try the brown. It's for free. You know, if it's for free, it's for me. So I was like, okay, let me bring it out today since I'm doing this, you know, like really romantic, lovey type of style. I figured let's do this. All right. Oh, I'm backed up on my messages. Okay. Noelle's going to check to see which one. Oh, yeah. Let me hold it up again. It is number 125. That's the YSL one that I used. I didn't see this when I was looking for the links, but I will look at it again. Hi, Betty. I am Betty G. Gather. Hi, Betty. How are you? I thought you said it cost $125. No, the Tom Ford is now $100. These are, I want to say 75. Don't quote me. I think 75. I think. But I have the link. Oh no, I have to find the link for that one particular one that I'm using right now. But I think they're like either in the 70s or 80s. Definitely cheaper than Tom Ford, for sure. And in my opinion, they're better. They're better. I do like YSL's formula a lot better. But this week I am going to put them to a side-by-side test and see like which one comes out on top. Because, you know, I always like to play around with formulas too to see who has the better formula. Yeah, I'm enjoying my Sunday. I really am. I was telling the babes in here that I actually did nothing all weekend, and I liked it. I did. I liked it. I caught up on some boob tube. So I was binge watching the 9 Perfect Strangers one on Hulu. That's the one with Nicole Kidman. Probably should not have watched that. And those of you who know me and know my backstory will understand, if you watch that show, why I probably shouldn't have watched that, because I was very triggered. And, but such is life, right? We all have to deal with our things we don't necessarily like to deal with, right? So, it was a little tearful for me. It was a little triggering for me, but I got through it. And now I'm here to talk about it. So I watched that. And then apparently season 2 popped up. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know there was a season 2. So I started watching that. And it's on a whole different locale. And I was like, well, wait, I thought the woman was going to be in jail. Like, I thought Nicole Kidman's character was in jail about all the stuff she did in season 1, but apparently not. So she's in season 2. And if you thought season 1 was wacky, season 2 is just picking up from the wackiness of season 1. Because I was like, well, where in the tarnation did these people come from? They are the most dysfunctional group of 9 folks I've ever seen. And I thought that was saying a lot with the last version. But I'm like, yeah, they found a version even nuttier than the first one. So crazy. Let's see. Losing something on vacation is heartbreaking. Yeah, man. And that always happens to me. As organized as I am, and as like tight as ship as I run when it comes to like my makeup and making sure that I have like everything that I need to have where I need to have it, inevitably I lose something on vacation. And I lose it when I put it someplace that I don't ordinarily put it. And so it gets out of my mind where it's not in the place that I remember putting it. And so for that reason, the gods have now blessed someone else with that. Because if you think it just stayed in Lost and Found, because I called the hotel and immediately they was like, oh no, we don't see that here. We don't see that. I was like, somebody got my damn Chanel. Somebody who knows, like, oh, this is Chanel. This is good stuff. And I try to keep my stuff as pristine as possible. So, especially if I'm using like a brush for it. And so I know they were like, ooh, this is still good. It don't have no scratches in it. I ain't do nothing else to it. This right here, I'm a sucker for rose gold. But this right here, oh, she is bad. She a bad mama jamma. And I was looking for a code for that one to drop in, and I couldn't find it either. I know it's like finding a needle in a haystack, but if I can find it, best believe I will make sure my babes who don't already have it can get access to it, because this is what you need, honey. This is what you need for the summer. This right here, don't ask me no questions. I tell you no lies. This one here is what you need for the summer. She's my summer stunner. Now, I am going to get that Gucci because Noelle done convinced me to get the Gucci. But I have a feeling Gucci's not going to get as much love as that Christian Dior. I have a feeling. That's why everything has changed because of Estee. Let me tell you something. Estee Lauder be on some stuff. They be on some stuff. They stay crying, oh, I'm broke. We don't have no money. We got to lay off staff. We got to do this. We got to do that. But quietly, if you own stock, check out their stock portfolio. Check out how their stock is doing. I was like, yo, they be on some bull. Because the stock will really tell the tale, about how well they're doing. Same with Elf now. Elf, for a minute there, I was starting to doubt my stock in Elf. Because I was like, what the Elf is going on here? Because the numbers kept fluctuating and not for the good. They kept fluctuating down. I was like, what's all happening here? I don't understand what's happening. And then all of a sudden, poof, pop right back up. So I was like, all right, somebody playing hide the elf. And listen, I ain't mad at you. Speaking of Tom Ford, his Luxe lip glosses will always be king. Always be king. First of all, we love a Luxe package, don't we? We love a Luxe package. And then I love like this window because you can see like what the color is. But it's until you put it on that you really understand the nuances of this lip color. Because I'm just saying. You don't know until you know. And if you know, you know. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my God. I just blind ordered the Tom Ford Vanilla Fatale on sale. Vanilla Fatale. Oh, I don't have Vanilla Fatale. I have Vanilla Sex by Tom Ford. But I don't have the Fatale. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you like it. You do a lot of those blind orders for fragrances. I started doing that too now. So the Chris Collins, I went off the wave because everybody was like, oh my God, Chris Collins is fantastic. I love his sprays, blah, 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 blah. So I got one. No, I think I got two. But one is on its way. And I think the other one is almost on its way because I ordered it afterwards. So it's going to come like behind each other. I was tempted to get it because it's on sale, but I'm not a huge fan of vanilla. Yeah, I always layer my vanilla with something else. Usually I will layer it with a citrus or I'll layer it with a woodsy scent. When it's like cold outside, I love layering it with like woodsy scents, like deep woodsy scents. Oh my God, that's the best way to wear a predominantly vanilla, in my opinion. If you don't like vanilla scents, I'm not mad at it. I love it. So it's Guerlain. Oh, there was a Guerlain that I like. Was it Guerlain? No, it was shoot. Can't remember right now. Doggone, my memory is like ish these days. I can't remember nothing. I need to write all my stuff down because I can never remember like what I want to tell you, babes. So I've been like in the habit of writing like the main points that I wanted to make. But when I go off on a tangent, like when I see you guys talk about something and I want to get into the mix, I can't because I can't remember what the name of the doggone thing is. I think it's Perfumes by Marley. I think that is the name of it. I'm almost certain. Anyway, they have this new scent that I tried in store and it's been running through my mind rent free ever since. And this has been now 2 months since I've gone inside of a Nordstrom store and it's still running through my mind. It's the new one by Perfumes by Marley. It is, oh, it's so sexy. It's so nice. It's so nice. That's the only vanilla perfume that drives me wild though. Oh, okay. Yeah. I love florals and leather. Yeah, yeah. Listen. Yeah, I know you didn't say pay you whore yourself out for it if it's free. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it, sis. I kick a leg up too. I kick a leg up too if it's for free. Listen. That part. Kat said 125 for a quad would be outrageous. Listen, he's already creeping up there, Tom Ford. He's charging $100. $100. 90 for like the older versions, but he's now raised his prices to $100. I'm not paying $100 for 4 shadows. I'm not. I'll wait, see if it goes to the store, and then I'll get it from them. Yeah. I like sweet and savory. I like, a little bit of sweet, but a whole lot of savory. So a lot of my colognes and perfumes are scents that are more masculine leaning, because the ones that I have that are more feminine leaning, like the vanillas and the orange blossoms and all of those that I feel are like more girly kind of scents, because I think they're all like starting to blur the lines these days. But for me, I love that pairing. It's so nice. 68 for YSL. Yeah. There you go. All right, Betty, it's a bit much. Yeah, it's a bit much. Betty says the Digi 3 mini camera combo was $699 before tariffs. Now over $1K now. I know. I think I'm gonna sell one of my cameras, because there's a camera that I used when I first started my channel. I don't use it anymore. I have not picked that camera up in ages, and I said that I was going to use it for like vlogs and stuff. I don't. When I vlog, either I'm using my cell phone as a camera, or I would use like the camera that I'm using now to hook up to the computer. I would use that camera. I don't use the one. I'm just going to put some powder on now that we're finished with the face. And I'm using Mother Pat's Medium 3 with my Shikahoto brush. This is the one that they do around the new year. And this was, I believe, the year of the ox. So I have that one. So this is what I'm using. And again, I love this powder. And now that I haven't like been using Givenchy because they changed the formula, and I thought Bay had ordered that powder from Saks, but apparently he did not. Apparently he did not order that. So I'm gonna have to get it. And that's what I wanted to tell y'all. So a while ago, I was telling you all that I have some things in my PO box, my UPS store box, that I wanted to get, because I have like a bunch of stuff in there. I think some PR stuff. I know some things are there that I got from PR. But here's the thing. My car does not work. I tried going into it the other day, and where's my spray? Let me get my spray. I tried going in my car the other day, and it would not turn on. Like the doors wouldn't open, and then once I got the doors open with the skeleton key, I wasn't able to turn the ignition over. Like the lights will come on, nothing else. So I've been like back and forth battling to try to get this car fixed, and I think I am going to have to end up taking it to the dealer, because I had called this locksmith, and locksmith had me all hyped up like, oh yeah, we can do it, we can bring you a key, blah 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 blah. And then the other day they were supposed to come, and the guy never came. And then he said there was something wrong with his car. So that's the reason why they didn't come. And then he was sending somebody else, but then the other person wouldn't be able to come till the afternoon. And so I was like, this is all like shifty. But the final nail in their coffin was the price. So when they originally quoted me the price, it was like $3 and change, right? $350, the highest. Now they went from $350 to over $500. And I'm like, if I'm going to pay $500, I might as well go to the dealer because that's what they're charging me. So I was just like, I'm going to just let it fade to black because clearly they cannot fix my car. And they haven't called me back since. And you know, if they wanted this money, they would have been called me back and said, oh, you know, what's going on? Do you still want it? Da, 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 da. Nope, they didn't. They didn't. So I know they were BS. So I'm just like, fine. I'll just go to the dealership. I didn't want to because, girl, I really don't want to come up with no $500. But I got to have a car. I got to have a car. Yes, please watch them ads in full. Please watch those ads in full because mama just got to pay a $500 bill. And I don't want to. Hey, Carisha. I'm going to try blue mascara. I tried the blue. Well, it wasn't really blue. It's like a purplish, periwinkle, bluish kind of one from Pat McGrath when she did those 3 colors. She did a purplish blue. She did a straight purple. And then she did a pink. So I bought all 3 colors. I don't know why, because I used them maybe once or twice and ended up throwing them away because, of course, once you expose them to air, they have a limited shelf life. And mascara is the one thing I don't fool with. Once I open it, I'm using it because I can't put the genie back in the bottle and then restart the timer again. You have to use it. So yeah, I have to use it. So y'all gonna see me using this brown mascara for a minute because I already opened the genie. So I got to do it. Noelle says, I love both Dior and Gucci. Yes. Elf always has a plan, best believe. Yeah, I know they do. I know they do. Now, I love the things that they sent me in PR. They sent me that beautiful champagne topper shade. I love that. And I loved like the 2 lip glosses they gave me. That mocha one, though, ooh. If you just running out and you just need a little something on your lips, I always reach for that one. It's so beautiful. And it has this like great shine, but it's not sticky. Like with Tom Ford, it can get a little sticky. Like you can't just keep layering it on. But with that Elf, baby, you can layer to your heart's content and it does not get sticky. I really love it. But yeah, Tom Ford, sometimes they get sticky. Yeah, and they are nourishing. The Tom Ford glosses, very, very nourishing. I love them. I love them. Pat McGrath is the best. Listen, the way I love Pat McGrath around here, like she does no wrong to me. She actually does wrong, but I still love her anyway. Even though she do wrong, I still love her. But yeah, I have tons of her stuff. They call me makeup legs in the street the way I be whoring out for makeup when it's free. All I'm saying, listen, how can I be down? I'll kick up a leg or 2, okay? I'll kick up a leg or 2. Well, I just went to purchase the last YSL 125 quad at Nordy's, and it's sold during our checkout. Oh, I'm telling you, Noelle, YSL is killing it right now. They are killing it right now. I need to get my hands on some freaking stock. That's what I need to do. Seesaw West says she paid $100+ for the Tom Ford Rose Exposed collection. See, I hate that. I hate that for you. I don't like how he's doing these prices. I really don't. At least if you're going to give me prices like that, give me some extra stuff with it. That part. Yeah. Noelle says she has Rose Exposed on her Sephora wish list, and it also sold out on me yesterday. Someone was out to give me this week. Listen, I'm telling you, it's so bad out here. These streets are like dog eats dog. It's like Hunger Games for makeup out here. It's like the Hunger Games for makeup out here. Sea Saltway said, "Damn, Noel, so sorry, my friend. The quad is so beautiful. The shadows are spectacular. I'm about to post something on it, hopefully this coming week." Yeah, I get it. I get it. All right, yes. So let me close the door on Expedia and their nonsense. So I reached out to Expedia, and basically they told me the same thing, but they can give me $100 to shut up my holler versus the 550 some odd dollars that I'm owed. So I told them to kick rocks and open toe sandals because I'm not settling for $100. That's ridiculous. So then I had posted and I like sent out posts about it, which got their attention because Wyndham actually called me asking me about the issue that was going on. And I explained it to them and what happened. And they said that they were going to investigate and get back to me. Well, lo and behold, the hotel that I was talking about had called me on Friday because I sent them a note. And I was like, you got till Friday to put my money in my account. Otherwise, I'm going to be basically taking you to court. So they called me on Friday, but didn't leave a message. I called them back and they pretended like, oh, they're so busy. Yeah, I ain't busy. I ain't doing nothing but looking at that phone like, nah, we ain't gonna call her back. Whatever. Or pick up the phone. So they never reached back out to me. I never reached back out to them because I'm like, at this point, I'll deal with y'all in court. I'll take the hit, but I'm going to make sure that they pay my court fees and filing fees for all of this nonsense. So anywho, in between all of that nonsense, Wyndham called me back and Wyndham was like, we want to give you like either 3,000 points or 30,000 points. I can't remember which one, but either way, they want to give me points. And so, that can apply to any stay I want to do, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, oh, okay. So I never answered them because really and truly, I want you to give me my money back and I want the credits. Like, not at this point, it's not just about getting my money back. It's about making you feel it. So I think the best way for them to feel it is to cut me a check for 500 and some odd dollars. And then give me those points. That part. So yeah, Carisha, I'm like, no. That's the best way you need to handle this situation because now it's escalated to a point where I should not be dealing with this in damn near June from this thing that happened in December of last year. Happened in December of last year, and I'm still dealing with it now. Oh, you love that YSL mascara? Yeah, I do too. But remember, it's a learning curve because they panned it when it first came out. Everybody hated Lash Clash. But I was like, you got to know your mascara. That mascara works best when you just bring it all the way down to the root and bring it all the way up to the tip. You can do it as many times as you want, but that's the way you have to do it to build it up. So yeah. Pat only does wrong when the product discontinues. Or when you bring us like little ishy formulas like she did when them cardboard things came out. I do not like those. I got them though, because again, I hate to miss out on a movement. So I got the cardboard ones, but I do not like them ever since, like, where are they? Here I go digging in the crates again. See, this is why I can't keep on topic, because y'all be having me digging in the crates for ish. And now I don't even know where they are. Oh, I think I put them, I put them down here. Okay. So these here are the only ones that I truly love of her cardboard ones. These are the ones that she did for holiday. And I love these. But then she started doing like that Bridgerton one, and then she did Bridgerton Part 2, and then she did well, the Star Wars one I liked as well. The Star Wars version I have, and I like them as well. But it was when she started doing like these, I was like, yeah, I don't like it. These are the Star Wars versions I was talking about. This, I think, is the second iteration of the Star Wars, but I have the first iteration of those too. And they are down here somewhere. Oh, here they are. Hang on. Okay. So here are the Star Wars versions I was talking about. These were okay too. These were okay. But then when she released these, like at the top of the year, like mid-year or near mid-year, she released these. And then at the end of the year, she released them again as part of her holiday collection. So the ones that bought these two, like me, that was like limited edition, ooh, nobody's going to be able to get their hands on these colors. When she released them as a holiday edition, the same ones that she told us was limited edition and it's going to be like collector's items, ooh, and they released them again. I was like, ma'am, I'm done with you and your limited releases. I'm done with you. Still love her, but I'm done with you and your limited releases. I don't believe you no more. I was mad. Which clients did you piss off? Yeah, I'm saying too, bring back those kits. Not every mascara is made for everyone. True. Gonna be back out in the street so I can get these products on hold. Listen, I like it. Oh, Nightbot showed up for his shift. See, always something. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Soror, how are you? What's her website address? Which one? Pat McGrath? PatMcGrath.com. I love the Bridgerton that you gifted me. Oh, yes. The 5 pants aren't for me either because I don't think they went far enough with the concepts. Yeah, but I mean, I like them. So I haven't used them in a while though. So I need to bring them back out and let them like shine for a little hot minute. So I may bring back the on Mondays we McGrath so that you guys can see some artistry. All right, so here's a completed look. We love. And again, this was a YSL moment with a little touch of Natasha and her Bloom palette. I still feel like I haven't like dived into it enough to like really get a handle on these. Like I haven't really touched these right here in the middle, these matte shades. So I want to try those. I tried this side a little bit and this side a little bit, but I feel like this side, this whole half of the palette, I didn't try as much as these two sides. Like I've worn these out, but this whole side, these 3 columns here, I really need to play with them a little bit more. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try to like do it a little bit more. I think what I'll do is, because I really didn't stretch the purple palette that she put out before this one. What was that one? The Roxa palette. I feel like I did the same thing with Roxa. Like I played with this side because I was just so enamored with this shade that I really didn't like pay much attention to this side, which is the opposite of what I did with the other palette. So I really want to do that so that I give this one more love. So I think when I do this side, I'll pair that with the Bloom because I'm just like, yeah, I couldn't do a lot with the ones here and that side that I didn't really do. You can never clock a Pat shadow formula. Yeah, if it's not like her bigger known ones, like I can clock them. Some of them, I can clock some of them. I can clock Gigabyte. I can clock some of the shadows that you use in the number 5 mothership, because that was like all over the place. So I can definitely spot those. And I think because those two are like my top favorites, I can probably find that. And some of Midnight Sun I could probably clock, just depending on which ones you use. And of course, like, you know, if you use the blue in Mothership 1 or those greens in Mothership 2, I can probably clock those too. So the bigger known ones, the ones that they use a lot. Carisha says, where can I find Star Wars makeup palette, your eyeshadow? Oh, you love it. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I use Bloom and YSL for this look today. And I'm back with Natasha Denona. So I have my discount code. So if you want to get this palette or anything on Natasha Denona, that link is in my description box below. Again, if you use it, thank you very much in advance. I will get a small commission for it. And you know, everything that I do, I pour back into this channel in terms of giveaways, in terms of things that I do. So definitely supporting me is going back to support you as well. So thank you very much in advance if you do use my discount links. Also, want to again reiterate that I'm going to be putting out some content this week. I've been very lax lately. I'm sorry, guys. It's just been a whole lot going on. And then with me not being able to have my car to go to UPS to get the things that I need to do, it's just been kind of crazy around here. But I will make sure that I get there this week so I can get those stuff out, because now it's starting to like pile up over there. So I really need to grab those things and that I bring them to you guys so you can see. So, I mean, like, you can never say a Pat formula is better on the eyes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No. Even when she had, like, there was a little bit of controversy with one of the palettes that she did where they were like, oh, it's not friendly on the eyes. It can give you like eye problems or whatever. So she had to put like a disclaimer on it. I was like, Pat's shades never bothered me. I never had any problem with them whatsoever. And I wear contact lenses, and I wear glasses sometimes, and I've never had a problem. And my eyes are very, very sensitive because of allergies and all that stuff. And I've never had anything like irritate me. Knock on wood somewhere, because I don't want it to irritate me now, but I've never had that happen. All right, we are way over our time. We are way over. I was trying to check to see if more people will come in before I do my outro and let you guys see what I've been working on. But at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Hopefully, they'll catch it on the replay. I don't know, whatever. But thank you all for watching. Don't forget, check me out during this week. I promise you I'm going to have some content up. I know I've been putting shorts out there, but I'm also going to be doing content too. And I definitely want to do a dedicated short on this, because I just think this is one of the best luminizers out there right now. It's killing the game. And the girlies love it, which is why it's sold out everywhere. And I had to hunt it down, so I can get it and give Bae the link so he can buy it. Thank you for the kudos on my look. Like I said, I love a romantic look, which is why I knew Bloom was going to be one for me. But thank you all for showing up and showing out. Oh, we got another one back in the fold. All right, so with the 5 people already in here, let's do the outro. And again, I will see you guys very, very soon. And until next time, you have now been bellified.
She's the glow in the room, that golden flame. Every motion makes it, whispers my name. Class and confidence tucked in a lace. She don't chase the look, she is the taste. Satin touch, she's divine. Stepping out in her perfect line. Velvet eyes and a sultry sway. She's got that Bella way. Hook, she'll get you bellified. You can see the shine. Elevated, soft glam, dripping in time. Natural cheek with a luxe design. That's brown girl Bella, redefining fine. Instrumental drop, ambient reverb. With diamond dreams, soft as rose. She walks like a verse nobody knows. In her mirror you'll find the light. Timeless fierce, she owns the right. Ink on her lashes, gloss on her lips. She speaks in elegance, walks in hits. When she leaves, it lingers in the air. A luxe affair beyond compare. She'll get you bellified. Can't miss the glow. From the crown down, she's stealing the show. Signature style, head to toe. That's brown girl Bella, just so you know. You've just been bellified. Stay luxe, babe.